I remember when I interviewed with Neil, he said, "Why do you want to come to Long Island?" I said, "I'm a city kid. All I want is to have grass and a pool." And I think they hired me for that. I was the only one. I was the first one that was non-Air Force, and that's pretty good. And I thought it was great. The walls were horrible. Remember the white paneling that was there? And the sinks that you look like you bought from Home Depot, which they probably did, in the small examination rooms. But I looked at the walls of charts, and I looked at the patients and the staff. They were all over the place. Even though they had no computers, they had no nothing. I said, this place has potential. I had to choose. If you guys remember back in the day when I was coming over and my wife was coming over to Long Island, she used to work for that small shop in Huntington. What was it, Schrager and Gordon?
Right.
And go there, take that over, stay here with a group that's probably safer. I didn't have enough practice management knowledge at that point to do it. But we probably should have taken that practice over, Dr. Kaplan, when I told you back in 97. But anyway, it's okay. It worked out good.
But when you got there, they had computers for billing, George?
Zero possibility of that. They had 4 computers. I remember they had a floppy disk that they used to move around from the station to update their files. They had these things that were like ledgers that would handwrite their billing. And those cabinets now live in my garage for 20 years. And in the day before I started working, these guys, they called me up and said, "Well, you're the young guy. Why don't you go find us a computer system to help?" What did I know?
This episode is sponsored by our friends over at Freed Medical Scribes. Let's hear what they have to say. What if you could take the computer out of the physician-patient relationship? With Freed, you can. Freed is the AI medical scribe that listens, transcribes, and crafts perfect SOAP notes for you seamlessly. This isn't just another productivity tool. Freed is a life-altering solution for physicians, helping you regain the joy of practicing medicine. Freed frees you from the burden of documentation, so you can focus on what really matters, your patients. With Freed, the computer is no longer a barrier. It's a quiet assistant that works in the background, capturing every word of your patient interactions, accurately and quickly. The result: you're fully present in each visit, building stronger connections and offering more attentive care. And when the day is done, your notes are too, leaving you with more time to focus on yourself, your family, and your life outside of medicine. Freed is the solution thousands of physicians swear by to reclaim their passion for medicine.
So,
Let me interject. Bob Brown's wife,
yes, shut up.
Judy, she built out a computer system.
Yes.
All right. And she established the whole setup that we continue with for a number of years until we got to PCC.
It was something, I think it was a homemade database of some sort, but it wasn't networked. It was floppy disk that would go from desk to desk and probably potential lots of errors, but it worked. It just worked. So the next generation was when they said, go find the system. What do? You don't know what you're doing. You search. It was Lycos back then, and Physicians Computer Company, PCC, popped up. They sent over some nice brochures and a laptop to demo. And back then the computers were really expensive. I think they were about $6,000 a computer station. So you guys were working off of those monochrome dumb units, like in the banks.
The Unix.
Yeah, Unix. And I remember the bill, Mike. It was like $30,000 for computer light up and software and everything done and wiring. From paper billing to electronic scheduling, no more of those big appointment books. Everybody kicked and screamed along the way, but it was the right decision.
I'm just curious, because remember, a lot of our audience is younger than we are. What did the appointments book look like, and what did you write? What tool did you use to write in the appointments with?
Our office manager had this book, but it wasn't like legal paper. It was like this big, and you would write on, Thursday, 12 o'clock, and there would be 3 slots, depending how many doctors. And it would maybe say, want to see Dr. Reichman, want to see Dr. Brandt. And it was never with the doctor. You would just put a little asterisk, like, if possible, to see that doctor.